humans? We are Biggity back with another one for you guys. It is your G, Renee, Lee, and
Eig21ht, tick, 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 tick.
And this is another episode of a weekly time capsule. We are on week 45. Keep it live, and we have a very wide array of things to bring to you this evening.
What's next?
What is next? That is always the question with us. So, what you got going on today?
Okay, so we're going to start the show off with some sad news. Eig21ht, a rapper known as King Vonn, has sadly been gunned down. The story goes he was coming from, what's the name of it? Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta. Right. He got in an altercation with a group of guys. That altercation led to some shots fired. Let's take a look at this clip right here.
Police describe it as a shootout between two groups of men outside a hookah lounge. Ultimately, 6 people were shot, 2 killed, and a woman hit by a car in what police describe as chaos.
We're coming for you.
Strong words from Atlanta Police Sergeant John Chafee for whoever's responsible for what's being called a huge shootout outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge Friday morning.
We had a lot of rounds that were fired. It was a very chaotic scene.
6 people shot, 2 dead, including Davon Bennett, a popular rapper also known as King Vonn, and police say it stemmed from an argument. Take a look at this video given to Fox 5 of the incident. You see several men pouring into the street. We stopped the video moments before bullets start to fly and King Vonn was hit.
It's extremely concerning to us that people would be so brazen and so bold as to commit a crime like this in front of a police officer.
I'm told an off-duty officer in a marked vehicle with blue lights on, working security for the lounge, and an on-duty officer nearby rushed to the scene and did fire their weapons. But police are squashing rumors the officers were the ones who shot and killed the rapper.
We believe that he was actually shot in that initial exchange of gunfire between the two groups, and that is what led to police involvement, where police then engaged the shooters.
You see a group of men load the rapper in a car and drive him to the hospital, where he was later pronounced dead.
So as you can see from the video, you see the shots being fired. You see King Vonn laying on the ground. He did make it to the hospital. He was in critical condition. He later on died that night. Wow. So of course, it's a very sad day in hip hop as we continue to lose rappers. I know he's on the list with Nipsey Hussle and Pop Smoke. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, a lot of rappers go out in the ways in which they prepare music, if that makes any sense. What I'm trying to say here, like the things that they talk about the most, that's how they go out a lot, and that's sad and unfortunate. But, you know, like you said, condolences definitely to the family and everyone who was involved. Anybody else who's out there living this life talking about all this gang banging or drug dealing or guns that you have or people that you hang around with, and y'all know.
And that's the thing, a lot of rappers do, you know, they actually do come for the trenches. I think I was saying earlier, is when you bring that side, I mean, you want to progress from that. It's when you bring that side over into the entertainment world, it's going to follow you, and, you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
But do you think somebody can change from that, though?
Yes, definitely, man, definitely. It's in the person to change.
Do you think it's a hard change, though? If they're coming from the trenches, now you have bread, you're on now, is that life still following you? Is it still that heavy on you? How do you think?
I don't think it's a hard change. It's a discipline change. You know, you got to know that you're in a different position from where you used to be. You was in that position for certain reasons. Right. And now that you're out of that position, you progress with that, that position. So
you're right about that. You're right. Well, like I said, condolences definitely, like you said, to his family and everyone that's involved in that situation. For those of you who do not know, we are going to bring you some news from the great state of Mississippi. They have a Confederate flag, dun, 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 which is going to be changed. Now, finally, after a decades-long debate with everyone involved, we're finally going to get that flag taken care of. A lot of people have been fighting over this. I did not grow up here. So although I have seen the Confederate flag and I'm relaying it, like the story says, to a racist or, you know, somebody who's for the Confederacy, which lost, you know, that's a negative time for me. How does it play for you? Or how is it for you?
Well, honestly, I didn't start paying attention to it being the Confederate flag until I got older and understood what it was what it stood for.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's about time for symbolism like that to come down. You know, Mississippi already, we just abolished slavery. You know, those papers was just signed. So it's about time that started coming into fruition. Now, honestly, before the election, I thought the flag had already been changed because I was already seeing it posted. So Mississippi was definitely ready for that already.
Right,
So.
overwhelming majority.
Yes.
Got the vote for that change to happen. So that is definitely some good news for us going on this evening.
And also some great big news in Mississippi that Initiative 65 was also on the ballot. And what Initiative 65 does is not the legalization of marijuana, but it does play a role. What 65 did was give doctors the choice of, treating these patients with marijuana.
Yep.
Which could lead to other things, but hey, that hasn't got there yet. So that's a big win for Mississippi. Could lead to businesses coming here.
Oh. Money coming in for the city?
For our pharmaceutical entrepreneurs.
Oh, and entrepreneurs. Yeah, that is correct. They said you can get prescribed up to 5 ounces per month from your doctor.
I'm be up and, I'm sick.
See, now you wrong. You wrong. Do you even know what kind of disease or illness you have to have in order to be prescribed that?
I got some of everything.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, so that is definitely a change that's about to happen in the great state of Mississippi as well. Get some dollars rolling in. Okay, we're going to switch the gears a little bit for you guys now and talk about the election. A little bit about it. I know y'all cannot ever forget that our great Kanye West did actually run. He was actually able to get on the ballot in about 12 states, and he received about 60,000 votes. Is that correct?
That's
correct.
It
says, when Kanye West announced the launch of his long-shot presidential campaign under the birthday party banner on July 4th, the effort seemed unlikely to shake up what was already a highly contentious, oxygen-sucking, showdown between Trump and Biden. But he got on that ballot. People did vote for him. Did you vote for him?
I did not vote for Kanye West.
I did not vote for Kanye West, although I said I was going to vote for everybody black. But why did you?
Okay, seeing Kanye, first of all, my choices in the election was really the lesser two evils, like we were saying earlier. Seeing Kanye's name on the ballot, I was actually surprised because honestly, I didn't think it was a real thing.
I didn't think it was a real thing when Trump's name was on the ballot, but
exactly. Same thing. But like I said, it's the lesser. I didn't vote for Trump then either. It's the lesser
Just to be clear.
Just to be clear. But it actually surprised me to see that people actually voted for Kanye West too. 60,000. Man, that's a lot of votes, honestly. That's a lot out of 12 states. That's honestly a lot of votes.
But like you said, you voted for the lesser of two evils. So those 60,000 people was like, I'm not voting for neither one of them.
I just didn't. I guess he didn't do too much campaigning that I saw. No. He wasn't part of the debate.
He was late to the game.
He was late.
He was late to the party a little bit.
Had Kanye showed up to the party correct and he seemed suitable, he probably would have got my vote. Why do you think people voted for Kanye though?
Like I said earlier, I think people voted for him just to show how much they didn't agree with either candidate that had the popular vote, so the major Democratic or Republican Party.
That makes sense too. The lesser of three evils.
Right. Yeah, the lesser of three evils.
Right.
But,
right. Okay.
Or I guess you could. Yeah, you could say that, the lesser of three evils. All right. So now, speaking of the lesser of three evils, we finally do have a number one new evil, number 46.
Do we have him? Is it
not according to number 45, but technically we do have a number 46. And the wheels are moving to get him in office. Are you happy?
Yeah,
Are you ready for this change? Do you think there's going to be a change? Do you think things are going to stay the same?
With all candidates that we vote for, it's only the hope that there's going to be change. Like you say, we do watch the debates. We listen to them.
Yeah.
But it's up to them once they get into office whether they're going to take action to what they told us.
And the House and the Senate. The House is already taken over by the Democrats. Last time I looked, they already had 218 seats. As far as the Senate, is 51 for majority seat there. The last time I saw 50 for Republicans, I think 48 for Democrats. So we'll see if that moves as well. Because, those two have to make the rules for the president to sign off on. So if the president blue and everybody else red, there's no point in even playing this game, if you understand what I'm saying.
And what a game has been.
What a game it is continuing
after the election. We voted, November 3rd? That lasted about 4 more days, and a winner was finally decided November 7th. And in the midst of that, it was red flags being thrown like a referee. Stop the count. They're cheating.
In the states that he's winning, stop the count. In the states that he's losing, keep counting.
What you think about that? What do you think about the votes that got counted after the election day? How do you feel? How did you feel about this situation? Do you think it was fair,
like
or?
If I voted and I put it in the mail, then it needs to be counted. Mail has been late since COVID hit. You cannot get things like you used to. I know something that takes me normal 7 to 14 business days is taking a lot longer than that now because the mail is so out of,
Right.
What word am I looking for? The mail
Not whack, is it?
is out of whack. That's it. It is out of whack, okay? Things are getting messed up. I did catch a few stories about mail being found in some places by some people. Some citizens found buckets of mail or buckets of ballots.
Was it true? I heard that it was actually a authentication test ran on those ballots, though.
Okay, and they were what, fake?
Yeah, they were fake ballots.
So, why would you have 300 fake ballots in the mail then?
This is true.
If you're saying that those ballots were fake after the test was ran, now the question is, why are there 300 fake ballots and where did they go or where did they come from? We know where they went, but where did they come from?
Right. I understand that. It's a tricky situation, which is why we are still waiting. President Trump said he's still going to challenge every state. He's going to take every state.
Every single one of y'all who did not vote for him
to court.
If he did not get that majority vote for you, y'all going to court. He said he want his coins.
Some of them already been turned over, though. He already tried some. They already been turned over.
Well, good luck with that. No comment. Trump is a whole character. We'll leave it at that.
Well, what's next? Is that all?
What's next? That is the question. That is all for us, or at least for me anyway. Did you have anything else?
Can't wait to see y'all next show. As always, we do want you guys to
comment,
hit the subscribe button,
like,
share,
follow,
and give us your thoughts on every topic that we talked about today.
That's right. Well, it is your G, Renee Lee.
I am Eig21ht, tick, 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 tick.
And this was week 45 on Weekly Time Capsule.